All right, back to working on things. I'm going to work on the 90 today. I have been slacking in a major way and not finishing things. Just chalk it up to life being busy and other things going on and all that fun stuff. But I have to replace that breather, what is it called? I don't know. I have the silicone 034 breather pipe to install on it. The original one has collapsed, and so that's what we're going to try to start with. I hope my editing team is going to be working soon and getting some of this stuff published, because I actually have shot some stuff, but it yeah, just hasn't happened. Life's been busy. Whoa, hose. Okay, this one sucks just because of placement. So under the hood here, there is a bag of worms. So I don't know how well this comes through on the camera, but you can see this hose right here is collapsed, and this is the hose we're talking about. It's mushy, it's collapsed. I can poke right through it with this hose. Look at that. Literally, you can just poke holes in it without any real effort. So we're gonna move some stuff out of the way here and see if we can't get a better angle on it. And then we'll replace it with this guy that goes like that. It takes its place, and for now is still hard. So that's what we're doing. Decided just to pull it out, but yeah, that's the sad shape of this thing. It has 30 years of use and it is toast, so go in the trash. All right, that sucked, especially since the sun is beating down right here, but we got it replaced. So we got the new one in there. Can't see it, it's there, promise. All hooked up all the way around the backside. Yeah, and now it should stop the vacuum leak that's caused by that. Really doesn't affect too much of driving, but it was there for a reason, so got it back in. Under the hood here, I still need to do these strut mounts, but that's about it. Everything else is pretty much dialed. I do need to fill it with coolant. It just has distilled water in it right now. But that was just because I wanted to flush it a bit. But yeah, it's good to go. Coolant on the 90. Waving. What's that? See if it holds. Vacuum.
Yeah, a minute.
We got flat lines everywhere. Testing the quality of the 30-year-old rubber.
17.
Is it dropping?
Nope, 17 bar.
Okay.
I just want to hold it there. Okay.
Bucket of coolant.
There. Just here. Just slowly start to open this. There it goes.
Yeah. Fill in the system. All right, the oil filter and fluid has been changed. New seal, new drain plug. Old one was a little stripped, hard to get off. Had to use an impact. It's still not circulating coolant all the way. It's like the thermostat isn't popping. There shouldn't be any air in the system. We're gonna take it around the block and see if we can't manually burp it. I tried using that vacuum, what do you want to call it, bleeder. Still no dice. Apparently the brand new thermostat that I got from FCP Euro is failed. So not only did they send me wrong components, they sent me dead out of the box components. So I have another thermostat. I'm gonna have to pull this all apart and replace that. So I'm not going to shoot a lot of video of it, but that's what I'm doing. It sucks to have to do this again. Just when it's always, you know, 2 steps forward, 1 step back. It's annoying. Luckily, it's not as bad as other things. At least it's not the water pump or something like that. So, I know I don't sound very optimistic, but it does suck. So anyway, we're gonna do that. It's obviously all back together. All looks so good. And now we're gonna start pulling parts off again. Okay, so what do we got here? I have replaced the thermostat again. I boiled this one first to make sure that it actually works, and it worked. I've actually already gotten this up to temp, and the system is circulating. However, my temperature gauge was not working, so I replaced the MFTS, the multifunction temperature switch. We'll see if that one works. I haven't tried it yet. Topped off the system, put the belts back on, put everything back in. So yeah, it's potentially ready to go. I'd like to see temperature on the temperature gauge. It could still be something else. I didn't get the fan to turn on. I didn't get it quite that hot, but all the hoses were hot and to temperature. I'm able to bypass the switch and it works, so I might still have a bad fan switch, or yeah, I don't know. So first step is I need to know what the car is operating at, so I can actually see if it's the fan that's not coming on or whatever. So hopefully that'll get it going and we can get the car on the road and feeling comfortable, since we have indicators of what the engine's doing and what the temperatures are. So we'll fire her up, let her warm up, and maybe we'll go for a quick drive. She's fired up, sounding good. I replaced all these vacuum lines too, just for the sake of it. I didn't notice any that were truly bad, but 25-year-old vacuum lines can't be great. Sounds pretty good. Looking good. Gotta take the car cover off. What I'm really hoping to see is a little bit of temperature on the gauge. Otherwise, I need to like swap out the gauge cluster and see maybe it's just the cluster or what's happening, but it's annoying. I have a GoPro on the back of the car, so I'm like paranoid that it's gonna fall off. I should actually like point my mirror down at it. There we go. I know, paranoid. It's just a GoPro, but yeah, I keep forgetting. Third is not there. Brakes are working good though. It's good. We're going 85 right now. I mean, it gets up and goes, even missing that gear, and it cruises well. Not the worst thing in the world, but I still don't have a temperature switch yet. Really wish it was working. Small update. After run fan is running. Car's not running, but after run fan is on, so that's a good-ish sign. So the closest cluster I had is actually from my S2 clone, and it's in kilometers, but that shouldn't make a difference for a temperature gauge. So let's see if we're getting any action. Car's still warm. Oh, look at that. There's like a huge reflection. I know, I'm sorry, but as you can see, it is going up. So clearly my problem is in this cluster. So I'm gonna have to swap out that gauge for a good gauge, because that is obviously sending signal, and it's obviously working, and it's getting all the way to the cluster. I'm gonna start it just for fun, just see how hot it really is. Like I said, I was getting the after run pump going, but that doesn't show it at full temp, and I was not getting fan kicking on for coolant temp. So I'm gonna let this run for a few minutes and see if I can get it all the way up to 90, where the fan should be kicking on, because it looks like I'm pretty close. Looks like if I had gone on a bit of a longer drive, I would have hit it. Like clockwork, that hit 90 and our fan came on. So super stoked. That means the cooling system is working properly, and I can close that chapter. And now all I need to do is fix the instrument cluster, swap out that temperature gauge for a known working one, or what's really gonna happen is a random one from my box and hope it's working, and if that's not working, another one, and another one, another one, and so forth and so on. But we know which direction to go in. We have good idle pressure. Oil temp is moving up, but it's not that hot, so that's okay. We are charging. We're feeling good. Everything is coming together on this car. Well, I hope you enjoyed watching. I hope it's fun to see these projects progress. Next video probably will be something about transmission related. I don't know. I gotta do that. Unfortunately, I don't want to, but I think if I'm gonna sell it and for the person to be happy with it, it's gonna need to have third gear. I know I would like to see third gear. So that's probably the next step. Probably have to throw a transmission in it. Not looking forward to that one, and hopefully I'll be able to convince a friend with a shop to use their transmission hoist and do it on a lift, just because I'm getting too old to be doing this on the ground, and I don't enjoy it. I hate wrestling with them. It's not worth my time and effort. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy. Talk to you later.